Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. Inject me, please. What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be taking a look and talking about Nomad from Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon and asking if Nomad's physique is possible for average people to obtain. Before the video starts, if you guys could leave a like and comment down below who you want me to review next, that would be great. Nomad is one of the 4 ghost characters you can play. He's a pretty beefy guy. His mass seems to be more than the average person. Answering the question, is it possible for an average person to achieve? Then yeah, it is definitely possible for an average person to achieve. All right, to start, as I already mentioned, Nomad's muscular, he's broad. His physiques in terms of mass is more of a powerlifter or endomorph type physique, something you'd see more often on those kinds of people. For ectomorphs, building this physique is going to be a lot harder, and it might take quite a bit more time depending on how you respond, because you could be ectomorph meso and achieve this. It's totally possible. But if you're just straight up ecto, you have a harder time. Like I said, you can bulk to be as big as him too, and you don't need to be as lean. His body fat percentage is what separates him from the other characters I reviewed. He seems to sit at a higher percentage than the other characters, and he seems to sit around 13% body fat. He's been the hardest to decide because his arms are really nice in terms of definition, at least his forearms. I say 13, and it makes more sense, but I'm just trying to think of it in terms of what normal Marines or military members are typically. You know, he's got the veins, he's got some pretty good definition. It's possible that he could just have really good genetics in terms of vascularity and just not carrying as much fat in his arms. He doesn't seem to be like an aesthetic lean. Like I said, he's more of only lean because he has to be for his combat readiness and an efficient lifestyle that allows him to function well. Moving on, his strength is 100% obtainable. He has the strength of an average person who's in the realm of an advanced or elite lifter who's been lifting for like 7+ years. He isn't insanely strong or weak. It's just realistic for his size. And even people who are smaller, no one would really have any trouble reaching his strength. There's even some people, like I previously mentioned, Matt Venna, and definitely others could lift as much as him, maybe some even more, without even having Nomad's mass. So the easiest thing to obtain, I'd say, would be strength out of all of these other points aside from leanness, because that can be easy or hard depending on what he actually sits at. Now, when it comes to achieving this physique, in terms of what you would do best to help gain this kind of look, what could you do workouts wise? Your best bet is bodybuilding or, just weightlifting in general. It's still possible to achieve if you do calisthenics, but you'd have to have weighted push-ups, weighted sit-ups, like weighted pull-ups, you'd have to do weighted stuff. This literally is just going to come down to weighted. Unlike Wei Shen, you can't get this kind of definition with just straight up calisthenics. It would have to be weighted. And even then, you'd still probably have to have a little bit better genetics to achieve his size. But if you do some progressive overloading with weights, do some standard weightlifting, you can definitely achieve this naturally, and the average person can. It doesn't really matter what kind of program you do. All that matters is your training and eating is on point. And obviously your sleep, make sure it's decent. You don't gotta sleep crazy, but you know what I mean. Summing it up, yeah, his physique is definitely possible to obtain, and is realistic for the average person. However, your best bet is to go with a program that includes lifting weights. So you're gonna need a gym membership most likely. But yeah, that's all for the video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like as well, and I will see all of you later.